Hello everybody, today we're going to take a look at this Brava Metro EA3030 privacy knob set. So this is of course a commercial grade fire rated lock. So this lock here is actually is a heavy duty lock. It's built better compared to your standard residential grade locks. Okay, it is more expensive, but it's well worth paying the money because you do get a much better lock. Okay, and a lock that's gonna stand up to a lot of abuse compared to a standard residential grade lock. All right, so in an earlier video I showed you the lever version, which was the EL6030, but this one's the knob version. Okay, so this one here comes standard at 60mm. Okay, so now be aware that this is not adjustable. You actually have to select 60, 70, or 127. So okay, so and this one here is suits 35 to 45mm doors. Okay, it's in satin stainless, which is of course, or satin chrome, which is silver, which is the most common finish that you'd see these in. Okay, so let's see what we get in the box. Okay, so opening up the box, let me just be sure you can see it. Yep, let's do a little unboxing. So here we have the lock itself. Okay, we have our striker plate. We have our 60mm latch. We have our screws. We have our knob removal tool. We have our strike keeper. Okay, and of course there is some instructions in there. Now normally this would have a plastic bag on it, but I've already gotten rid of that. Okay, so this is what you get in the box. Okay, so you get the lock itself. You get your 60mm latch. Now this is a blank latch, so this one doesn't have the dead latching function. Okay, so this can be shimmed open with a credit card. Okay, but this is a 60mm latch. Okay, so that's basically your back set. So from the edge of the door to the center of this will be 60mm. If you need it in a 70mm, which is a little bit longer, this is a 70mm here, you'll need to tell your locksmith when you order lock from them to change it to 70mm. And if you need it at 127mm, the locksmith will supply you with an extension tube to make the latch longer. So this is your 60mm as standard. Okay, so that's what you get. You get your little plastic box. This goes underneath the striker plate like that. Okay, so that's just to make it look nice. A lot of people don't use that part, but it is there if you want to use it. And there's your striker plate as well, which is made of 2mm stainless steel plate, and it's very good, very strong. Okay, so this type of striker plate is commercial grade and it's fire rated. The lock is actually that as well. In here we do get our screws. So we got 4 metal/wood screws. These are for your latch and of course for your striker plate. Then you have 2 long metal screws here. They're for the lock body. Okay. All right. So that's how that goes together. You also get this little this tool used to take the knob on and off, so you can install the lock, and I'll show you that. Okay. So there's your latch right there, 60mm. 60mm. Okay. So this is the lock right here. So this is a privacy lock. So from the outside you have this flat blade insert. From the inside you have a button. So this type of lock here is commonly used on toilets or bathrooms or anywhere where you want to be able to just lock the lock by pressing the button, so that way when you're in the toilet people can see that that you're in there and that they don't barge in on you. Okay, so right now the lock is unlocked, so that means the toilet would be vacant. As soon as you lock it by pressing this button, the lock is now locked. So that will be engaged. So they can see the lock is locked and they can see that the toilet is in use or the bathroom is in use. So they will wait till you finish. So as soon as you leave, the button will pop out, and then the next person can go in and use the toilet. Okay. So in the event that there's an emergency, you can actually stick a flat blade screwdriver in there and you can actually undo the lock. Okay, apparently I haven't got one, but I should be able to just use the striker plate. Yep. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll lock it. Okay, and if there was an emergency, I'm going to use the strike. You can see the button pops out right there. Okay, so if somebody fell over while they're in the toilet or in the shower, it's not a problem. You can undo it from the outside as long as you have a flat blade screwdriver or any flat piece of metal. Okay, you can also use a coin as well. Okay, so any flat blade, anything that's flat that will slot in there will work it. Now this lock here does also have an anti-lockout function. So that means that when the door closes, if this is pushed in and the latch gets pushed in, it's automatically designed to release. Okay, that stops you from accidentally locking yourself out. Okay, but so the latch has is special. So this latch here is 70 mil, but this one here has that function too. So if I lock it and I push in the latch, the button pops out. Okay, but if you don't want that, you can simply just buy another latch which doesn't enable that to happen. Okay, so so this is a very good lock. Okay, it's commercial grade. They really last. Okay, believe it or not, I've got these in my house and they've lasted, and they're about had them in there for nearly 10 years, and I've not had any issues with them. These locks here are much better. Okay, so if you're going to be buying locks, I would just recommend you just buy a commercial grade lock, because at least it'll give you years of trouble-free service. Okay, and it won't backfire like some lower quality ones that you might find at Bunnings. Okay, so to install this lock is quite simple. Okay, I'll just quickly show you that. Okay, so what you do is you use your little tool that comes with the lock, and on the side you'll see this little hole. So you simply just stick the tool in. Okay, stick it in, and then you can pull the knob off. Sometimes they can be a bit tight. Okay, you can then take this plate off here, and this is where your 2 screws would go to secure it. So to install it, you'd simply separate these 2 parts here, like so. Okay, and then what you would do is you put your latch in the door. Okay, depending on which way it's swinging, you put the latch in, then you'd use 2 screws. Okay, and then what you do is you slide the latch on like this. Okay, just like that. Okay, and it should operate, as you can see. Okay, so once you get your latch in the door, you would then take your fixing plate. Now, for some reason, they've redesigned this so that it's a little different. This springy pin used to be on the side. It used to be like that, but they've redesigned it. I just don't know why. Maybe someone out there knows, but it goes on the same way. So you simply put your fixing plate over the top, and then you would use 2 screws, the 2 long gold screws. So you put one here and one here, and that will clamp the lock onto the door. Okay. Oh, there's another thing I forgot to point out. Okay. To adjust this for your door thickness, you simply just spin this bevel on the outside clockwise or anti-clockwise. Okay. So if you're installing this on a skinny door, you spin it clockwise. If you're installing it on a thick door, you'd spin it anti-clockwise. Okay, so it suits both skinny and skinny and thick doors. Okay, so once you got your latch on, you put this plate over the top. Then you put your bevel on over the top. Okay, lining up the spring pin and the notch on the back. So you simply just pop that on. Okay, sometimes these things can be, usually you do this with installing this on your door. You wouldn't do this like this, but there we go. So this little spring pin goes in through here, okay, as you can see. And then on the side, you have this little divot that clips onto the side like so. Okay, and then that's in place. Okay. Okay, and then you get your knob, and then you just slide it back over the top as well. So you just slide this back over the top. There's a little divot in the side that would line up with the track on the side of the spindle. Sometimes they can be stiff. You simply just push that on. Okay, and then you're done. Your lock is installed and ready to go. Okay, so that is the EA3030 privacy knob set. Okay, mate. So that's basically all there is to the lock. So it's basically just a very good quality privacy knob set. Okay, so fire rated, commercial grade, very commonly used on apartments. Okay, and you can use it in your house as well. It is recommended because it will last you for years. You'll get lots of trouble-free service out of this lock. Okay, and this is also a bayonet fitting, by the way, so the latch just clips on. Most commercial grade locks are bayonet. Okay, it's what they call a bayonet fitting. Okay, so when you turn your knob, it pulls the latch back and it will allow you to enter and allow you to exit. So this lock here, it does come in lots of different functions as well. I've shown you the passage set and the entrance set, so you can have them all the way throughout your house, okay, and you just keep the same shape and look. They also do come as a dummy knob as well, where it's just a simple knob that you put on a cupboard. Okay, that's very good as well, but this is just the privacy set, okay? And that's basically all there is to this lock, so I hope you enjoyed, and that'll be it.